I'm an ex-visa officer and it's your first time applying for a visa. What can go wrong, right? Well, actually, there's a lot that you need to take into account because when you apply for the visa the first time, the decision has not been made yet. Some people think that there's a quota or that the US government already knows everything about you and the decision has already been made whether to issue your visa or not. That's not true. When you go in there for your first visa interview, you start from scratch. That means you start from zero, right? They're not considering anything about your past other than what you tell them in the interview and from your application. But you need to take into consideration that you're not starting from a positive. Many of the students and the visa applicants that I help, they say to me, oh, well, if I just don't say anything wrong, I'll get my visa issued. Well, that takes into consideration an assumption that's not true. That assumption is that you start off positively and only if you mess up does it change to a negative. Many visa applicants think that if they've done something wrong, that's why they got refused. That they must have said something wrong, answered a question wrong, put something wrong in their application, and that's why they got refused, because otherwise they would have been issued. But actually, the visa officer starts off from the negative. I know this might be shocking to some people. The base assumption, the starting point for a visa officer is that every visa applicant does not qualify for their visa. It's only through the course of the interview that the applicant has the opportunity to convince the visa officer that yes, they do qualify for the visa. Okay, so now I'm getting to the main strategy that you need to take away. It's your first time applying for a visa, but you're already starting from the negative. You have to take the opportunity when you're asked a question in your visa interview to convince the visa officer of your credentials, of your good intent, right? Of your legitimacy, right? That is your only chance that you're going to have, and you have to take it. Don't take the passive route, hoping that maybe the visa officer will just assume that you're a good issuance. You have to take that opportunity to convince them because you are starting from a negative, right? Don't believe the other advice that you read out there. Don't believe the commentators that have no expertise. I'm a former visa officer and I can tell you every visa applicant starts from the negative and they have to climb their way up to the positive. That's the main challenge, and that's what you're going to have to do in your visa interview if you want to get issued.